What is up, guys? Delboy here. So, David Lemieux knocks out Spike O'Sullivan in one round to become the new WBA mandatory challenger. That belt is obviously now held by Canelo Alvarez. David Lemieux really did make short work of Spike O'Sullivan. I picked Lemieux to win this fight. I felt he'd be too big, too strong, too powerful for Spike O'Sullivan, and that's what happened. But I didn't expect it to end so early. I felt that Spike would have some success and it would be a bit of a war, but David Lemieux really did do a quick time job on Spike O'Sullivan. From the first bell, to me, it was quite apparent that, Spike O'Sullivan, he wasn't really confident. I think as soon as he felt that power from Lemieux, he kind of looked very passive, he looked a bit shaken, and he cast a very nervous and unconfident figure. And I felt it was apparent, to be honest with you. David Lemieux just pushed him back immediately. He was the bigger, stronger man, pushing Spike back. He was actually, using quite a variety of shots. He was trying to jab his way in at times. He was throwing a lead right hand to the body. That was a good shot. Hooking to the body, uppercuts through the middle, straight right hands up top. David Lemieux was doing what he does, coming forward, trying to take your head off. And round one was pretty much all David Lemieux. Spike O'Sullivan was trying to sit back and counter, but he wasn't really doing a good job at it. He wasn't giving David Lemieux anything to fear, so Lemieux kept on coming forward. He kept on letting his hands go, and he was landing some big shots, especially to the body early on. And towards the end of the round, Spike O'Sullivan got caught with a lovely left hook, kind of hit him on the top of the head. It dropped Spike to his haunches, and he looked really unsteady on the floor, and the referee stopped his count, and that was it. When Spike O'Sullivan actually got up and the camera kind of was looking at his face, he looked like he'd seen a ghost. He looked like he didn't know where he was. So that was probably the right call, to be fair. It was a big left hook, and it took everything out of Spike O'Sullivan. David Lemieux. Spike O'Sullivan is not the best fighter in the world, we know that. Neither is Lemieux, but after Lemieux's performance against Billy Joe Saunders, he needed this sort of win. He needed a highlight reel knockout to get people talking again, to give him some confidence, and to put himself back in the picture, and he's done that. Really, really impressive knockout. I felt he looked quite good as well. I was impressed with Lemieux's punch variety. Like I say, hooks to the body, hooks to the head, lead right hands. The jab was more prevalent in this fight for Lemieux. I felt he'd done a good job. Lemieux's never going to be an outboxer. He's never going to be slick. He's always going to be there to be hit. But, a good punch variety. I'd like to see him move his head a bit more, use that jab more. He can still improve as a fighter. Little bits like using the jab more. And as I say, moving his head. It'd be a good start. But I was impressed with David Lemieux. There was some bad blood in the build-up, and Lemieux fought like somebody who was pissed off, and he wanted to make an example out of Spike O'Sullivan, and that's exactly what he did. So credit to David Lemieux for doing a demolition job on Spike O'Sullivan. He can now move on with his career and maybe get another title shot at Canelo Alvarez. So, David Lemieux's career still has life left in it. As for Spike O'Sullivan, it's clear this guy is not a world level fighter. He was comprehensively outboxed by Billy Joe Saunders. He was beat down by Chris Eubank Jr. and he's been brutally knocked out by David Lemieux. Spike O'Sullivan, he's not a world level fighter. It's just that simple. And as for his future, where does he go? Either domestic level or retire, really. He could still earn some good money domestically, but whether he wants to drop down to that level again, that remains to be seen. But yeah, credit to David Lemieux, commiserations to Spike O'Sullivan. What did you guys think of this fight? What did you think of the KO? Peace.